I just received my order of these Rapido Budd Gallery cars. I've been anticipating this model ever since it was announced, so I'm really excited to open them up and see how they look. So these cars come in the typical plastic blister packaging. Rapido included some fun stickers with the package, as well as some spare parts since I ordered the unlettered versions. There's also a magnetic wand and instruction sheet that tells you how to turn the lights on. First impression is that these are massive cars, especially for the earlier era that I model. The plated finish is really nicely done. I really love how you see the difference in the tone between the silver trucks and underframe and the stainless steel sides. We'll get the other one open now and take a look at the rest of the details. So I've laid them both out side by side. Both of these are coaches. I modeled the era before the cab cars were built, and I'm hoping to backdate these a little bit into the 1950s. A couple details right off the bat that give these away as more modern versions of the cars, like the yellow safety stripe under the door and the gasket for the safety window. But given how much of an improvement these cars are on the what was previously available, I'll live with those. Again, the stainless steel finish looks incredible. Looking at the ends of the car, as built, they had electrical conduits that ran from the top here down the side to the junction boxes at the bottom. So those were removed when these cars were rebuilt later in life. Diaphragm moves, and I like how the striking plate is different than the stainless steel. You can see the junction boxes where electrical connections are made from car to car. There's also an uncoupling lever and brake hose detail there. Looking underneath the car, the trucks do pick up power. So you can see the split axle wheel sets and electrical contacts so that each wheel picks up power from the rails. And no one does underframe detail better than Rapido. You see all the cabling for the head-end power, air reservoirs, air conditioner detail, it's all there. Here's the air conditioner, and I believe on the left side of the door is the brake system detail. We'll take a closer look at the trucks. These are unique trucks to these gallery cars. As far as I know, that they haven't been modeled previously. So Rapido put slack adjuster detail here and the brake cylinder on the right side. That's prototypically accurate. Beautiful detail on the trucks with the open bearing caps. This car does come with bearing covers that I can glue on later. I'll have to look at some pictures to see how they looked during the 1950s. Here's the board where the car number goes. I'll add decals later. And the letter board came as a separate piece, so I'll glue that on and decal it. The gasket for the emergency escape windows are really nicely done. They're not really correct for my era, but I think I'll live with it just because the rest of the car is so nice. And finally, on the other end of this car, you can see the handbrake detail there just inside the vestibule. The roofs of these cars were pretty plain, really just some air vents along the roof, but the fluting is very nicely done. So all in all, these cars fill a huge void for people who are modeling the Chicago area. Compared to what was previously available, these are works of art. So looking at that top car now, that's an old Three Brothers extruded aluminum kit. You can see the clunky white metal details. The letterboard is a literal sticker. And that was the best we could do up until now. So compared to the Rapido cars, this one looks really clunky. And that's why, even though the Rapido cars represent the post-1970s era appearance of these gallery cars, I wanted a couple for my 1950s layout. And here you can see how the Rapido letterboard is going to look once I install it. So I put the two Rapido cars on the track just to show how the diaphragms look together. There's a little bit of a gap between the two strike plates, but overall they still look really great coupled together. Roll really smoothly as well. Here's what it looks like next to the old Three Brothers aluminum car. From 10 feet away, it doesn't look half bad, and when you get closer, you can really see the difference in detail. But dimensionally, the Three Brothers car holds up pretty well. So if you have some of these older cars, looks like you can still mix and match them with the Rapido ones. So I've got them on the layout with track power. Rapido includes a magnetic wand with each car for turning the lights on and off. And according to the instructions, the magnetic switch is right here above the truck. Let's see if we can find it. There it goes. So lights turned off and back on. This close-up shot is to show the details of the interior. So there's a full interior on both the upper and lower levels. I really love how the green tinted windows contrast with the clear windows on the vestibule doors. I think it really captures the look of these cars. They're really smooth and free-rolling. Overall, they've lived up to all my expectations for these. So I'm very glad that Rapido decided to offer these. So I'll end with a few shots of running these cars on the operational part of my layout. During the late 40s, early 50s era that I model, the Burlington paired these with rebuilt power cars to power the lights, and a 2-car consist plus the power car is pretty prototypical. The gallery cars had no problem navigating the number 5 switches and 24-inch radius curves on this part of the layout. So overall, these are really great passenger cars. I'm very happy that Rapido decided to offer the Budd Gallery cars. It fills a huge hole for anyone who's modeling post-1950s Chicago railroading. They're works of art compared to the Three Brothers kits that were available previously. So I'm hoping Rapido eventually offers them in the as-built configuration, but until then, I'll enjoy these on my layout.